This is Guns, Knives, and Watches, and anyone who's watched my channel for a period of time knows that one of the things that I have to use quite a bit is power where there is none. I have used a lot of different products. This is the Goal Zero Nomad 13M, which is, I guess, a 13 watt solar panel. Da 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 da. It works. Works if you work it. It's got a plethora of pinatas. And it's like, yeah, okay. I don't need, it has one USB out, which is fine. And it has all those other connections because, they make the assumption, and this is an adapter, but that's neither here nor there. Not about the Nomad Goal Zero. And, of course, I've used the Goal Zero Sherpa 50 with the inverter on it. And mine still works, and it's 100% powered up. Now, this uses 18 650 cells. There are 6 of them in there, and they're in this part of the unit. Of course, this comes off, da 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 da. This is not about this system either. Now, move that off to the side. We've got the SunJack system, which this replaced that because this is a 14 watt solar panel. Now, you can't buy it in this configuration anymore. They got them there better tap sit-ups right now. This is a it's a smaller 4 array setup for their system. And then I think the current one is 3 solar panels. And then you, of course, have 2 USBs, which is all you really need. Here's a small cord, and then I've got the SunJack just at there. Power them up, man. Little battery. You can put anything with it. I mean, it's not limited to their own thing. This is just something I got for a test. And it has 2 USB outs and, of course, the micro USB in. One of them is, output 1, output 2, and blah, 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 this, there, or the other. And this is, believe it or not, and I've had this one for a while, because I said they don't sell it in this configuration anymore. They sell it in a 3-panel setup, which is, I think, a little bit larger. But this is what I carry around, this, there, or the other, in places where I just need power where there is none. And this little setup, believe it or not, is a bigger watts than that Nomad, just because of the square inches on the solar panel. Now, that was yesterday. And as I said, I still use the SunJack, but what do I use most often now is just simply a Milwaukee power inverter. Now, this is not a solar system. It is not this, there, or the other. But if you're in construction, you're in any of that type of stuff, you're going to have a bunch of batteries. Because everybody's got to have a bunch of batteries, man. Because batteries are just what run the tools nowadays. Back in the day, everything used to be corded. Now everything is the battery-powered tools. And the battery technology has come so far. But, like everything else, there are advantages, disadvantages, blah, 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 blah. Now, this power inverter is $99 at Home Depot. It won't work the way it is. Nope. It has to have a battery. So this is a M18XC 5.0. I'll talk about the batteries here in a second, but let's talk about the inverter right now. So, simply, you want the plug on, turn it on, highlights, now the plug's on. If you try to draw too much out of it, it will tell you. Things will go off, and then you have your USB single plug, but you also have 3.0, USB 3.0. which is also really, really, really handy if you have a phone or something that works off that type of system. Now, has a rafter hook. I have never hung it on a rafter, but you can hang it off your pocket or you can do whatever with it. Hang it off a limb, a branch, whatever you got. And this works. If you've ever seen the channel Belts and Boxes, I think that's what their channel's called. They, in the past, have made an entire video using this to power their entire studio because their studio was out of power. They've also used it as a power source for a Wi-Fi extender because their neighbor needed this, there, or the other. Now, it is fan cooled. You can see the little fan port right there. Now, the top piece, $100. The bottom piece, $120 or something like that if you buy it individually. If you do that, don't do that. I mean, this battery uses 18650 cells, same as this Goal Zero. And it's an older technology. I'll show you the newer technology here in a second. But remember, all of these batteries have a cycle on them. So they will charge and they will discharge so many cycles. I used this battery on this one because it came as a kit. It was $150 for both pieces, okay? So basically you bought this for $100 and they threw in the battery for $50, an additional $50. Is that deal going on right now? No, but it runs on and off this, there, or the other. Like this XC 5.0 battery, you can buy right now with a double charger. You get two XC 5.0s and a double charger for $200, where a single battery is $120. Yeah, don't ever do that. Not only is the double charger from Milwaukee a double charger where it'll charge two batteries simultaneously, it's a rapid charger, which it charges them fast. And this, there, and the other, man, that's important sometimes. Time's money, got to get her done. Now this one's fully charged. But remember, this is the older battery. You're only going to have so many cycles, this, there, or the other. This is the most inexpensive way in which to run this system. Of course, you don't have the power. You don't have the ability to charge it up with a solar panel, but that's life. When I need power, I just need power. I need it for a certain period of time. When I need it for extended periods of time out in the BFE, you can use the SunJack. And they still sell that nowadays, this, there, or the other. Now, I thought I'd talk to you about batteries. This is kind of expensive. This is a high output XC 8.0. Now, what high output does is it allows anything that has the ability to draw a tremendous amount of current out of the battery, because there's electronics in this thing. And then there's electronics in some of the Milwaukee tools that can pull out a lot of power at one time if demanded, okay? Now, not for a long period of time, but this, there, or the other. And that is the Milwaukee fuel setup. Now, this is not a Milwaukee fuel setup, and it is limited. It's just limited in the amount of power that can come out of it by the circuitry, by its ability to cool, by this, there, or the other. So to run this battery, a charge cycle, or this, there, or the other, or a bunch of charge cycles on this is just, it's not economic. It's not economical. It's just not. This is an expensive battery. You need to value every charge cycle that you have in it and use it where it's supposed to be used. A lot of the Milwaukee tools do not benefit from having a high output battery on them, and these are the 21 blah 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 instead of the 18 blah 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 in this. There are a lot of people that talk about batteries and this, there, or the other, and batteries are not something that you can just easily, it's not as straightforward as you think, because it's not just the size of the can. It's not the size of the actual cell. It's also the components that are inside of it. It's the, like with a high output, it's the circuitry. So I would basically use a battery like this for what it's intended, which is for the fuel tools that I can actually utilize this high output battery. And you can get these on sale and deals too, but right now, as I said, they've got 2 of these XC 5.0s with a double rapid charger for $200, or you can buy a single battery for $130 or whatever it is. I don't know. I've never bought them that way. I've either like this one cost me $50 with this, or they have giveaways all the time where you buy a tool, they give you a free battery, or they got this and they got that and blah 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 blah. And a good guy to watch their videos is the Tool Boss. He he will, people send him stuff and he keeps up with all these little deals and all that type of stuff. That's a job. I'm going to be honest with you. I got enough jobs. I get to make some videos every now and then, this, that, or the other. I'll make more videos as time goes on. But I had to stay out of it for a while, and there are reasons for that. So, life's going on, man. Got to get her done, boy. So anyway, this is the Milwaukee Top Off, which I don't think I said it because I didn't know it. But I can read, boy! And it's a good tool. As I said, I would use these older architecture of battery on it. You're not going to really gain anything here other than just the higher capacity. This is an 8.0 as opposed to a 5.0. But I would literally save this for my fuel tools because, as I said, you only have so many charge cycles and discharge cycles of those. So this guy's Knives and Watches, and I hope the Milwaukee M18 Top Off, it's something you can utilize if you're in the Milwaukee architecture. They all have it. The only ones that I've seen that people have had problems with, and by people I mean me, I don't know anybody, man. I don't know what you're talking about. I never seen that person in my life. Is the DeWalt. Some of the DeWalt stuff is kind of, I don't know. But Home Depot has a 90-day return policy, and Lowe's, get her back quick, boy. Test that thing out. Anyway, have a good one.